The hype for Marvel Future Rev is heating up all over social media, and I am very excited. And I have Tony Scungili, who's been following this game from the very beginning with me, and we are going to discuss everything he knows and everything we're seeing so far on social media about this. And hopefully you guys are as hyped as we are. And if you're ready for it, guys, Tony, tell him what to do, my friend.
Get hype, just in case.
ValleyFlyin.
Oh, what is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. And my goodness, I have been hyped about this game for a long time. Marvel Future Revolution looks to be a very exciting game coming very soon, sometime to mobile devices. And I am joined by Tony Scungili because he's been following this game a lot more than I have. Tony, what is up, my friend? How are you doing?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me. I've been paying really close attention to this game because I feel like it's going to fill a Marvel Heroes size hole in my chest. So
oh my
anything
goodness.
I can tell you, any questions you have, any information I have to give, I will gladly give for free.
I am super hyped. My first question is, am I justified in being this hyped? Because obviously you know way more about this game than I do.
I gotta tell you, it really depends on the kinds of games you play, you know?
Okay,
Like
okay.
if you really like shooting games, you're good.
All right. Well, I played them in the past. I've joined them in the past, and I like Marvel. I like the Marvel IP. So let's go to their Twitter account, and we'll look at the Twitter, and you can share with me what you know. We've got a lot of information all the way back in March 1st of 2020. This is when they had that reveal at PAX East. And what do you know so far about this game?
So the three things that I know is that it is an open world ARPG. Very unique for this type of game. You don't see many mobile games. As a matter of fact, the only two that come to mind are Black Desert Mobile and Genshin Impact. Those are examples of mobile open world RPGs. So what they're trying to do with this, they've already done kind of like a Diablo style game in Future Fight. So this might be like the next natural progression of that kind of game, where it's just you pick the character and you scan an area. You know, you have an area that's certain size by certain size and you move. I would be shocked if this game was exclusively mobile, because a lot of times these kind of games are huge. Like,
Wait,
phones are
don't
getting
you have
big,
phones? Don't you have phones?
Yeah, but if you've ever played Genshin or Black Desert Mobile, you can tell that they take up a lot of space and they run really hot, even on your brand new big phones. So this could be a huge endeavor. But you know, Netmarble has been in this business for about maybe a decade plus. So they have a little bit of an understanding of what they're trying to do here. So they've had it over a year to from their initial announcement. Granted, it was 2020, so we had a lot of problems. They had over a year to go over it and kind of like fine tune what they wanted, and we're starting to get more and more information every day now, so it looks like it's going to be real soon.
Now, what can we expect in terms of characters from what you've seen in those other games? Can we expect a lot of characters, classifying this more as a hero collector and collecting gear and things like that, or is it more about the gameplay that most players would want to focus on?
Yes. The answer to both your things are yes. I think it's going to be less of a hero collector than something like Marvel Strike Force. You're probably not going to expect to see something like hundreds of heroes, but dozens of heroes is definitely more within the realm of what this is going to do. Especially at the beginning of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if the beginning only had access to maybe 6 to 10 total heroes, and I'd be shocked if it was more, because that's a lot. And then they'll release new characters that look cool and fun. You're basically going to want to get all of the characters, but the playthrough and the randomness, especially as you see mobile games have all these stars and, you know, like how many stars, how many, versions of this character did you pull, and, you know, all these other things. If you played Genshin, they have constellations. Every time you pull a duplicate, he gets stronger by +1. Kind of the same thing. So that's what I'm expecting from this. I'm expecting a very small but like reasonable pool of characters that everyone getting them is going to be easy, but like getting them strong is where you're going to start seeing where the money comes in, and then the rest of the game will follow suit. If it plays like some of the other ones like Black Desert and Genshin, it's going to be the kind of game where you can literally play all day. Like you could play for as long as you want. The only difference is every day has a limit as to the amount of specific things you can get. Like you can't
as far
farm
as resources and like rewards, but you could keep playing if you wanted to play because you love it and it's good fun.
Well, not all resources and all rewards, but say there's a boss that you could fight that drops something. You probably won't be able to fight that boss 50 times in a day, maybe once or twice, and then you have to wait for reset. And then maybe they'll have weekly bosses that you can fight once a week. Kind of like how the Avengers game on PS4 plays. Think of like that. That's actually where I'm looking to see a lot of information about this game, because those games have to be pretty similar based on just looking at what we're looking at here.
But this is on mobile, which means I could be in my living room. I could be out and about and be playing this. So much more much less restrictive than a console or a PC game.
I think it'll be like you'll see where you sacrifice giant worlds, like loading times and stuff that you see in some other games. You sacrifice those for like the ability to play a little bit more simple. And I see a giant yellow jacket on the screen right here.
I know the amount of characters that are releasing in these trailers is pretty big. Now, for someone not as familiar with this genre, you mentioned the progression systems. What kind of progression system? You mentioned some drops. So is it more gear instead of the characters or the shards, or are there shards to build them stronger? What would be the progression system for someone not as familiar with these type of games like me?
I mean, obviously, it could be very similar to Marvel Strike Force and Standard Hero Collectors, where you accrue parts of a character and then over time they get stronger. Or it could be something more recent, where you accrue, chances at drawing or pulling, or like basically premium orbs from Marvel Strike Force, a character. But every time you pull a character, the character itself just gets stronger. We don't know how they're going to choose, because that's what the monetization is going to be, Like, that's where they're going to draw their money, is people are going to roll the dice and open the loot boxes. So that's probably where that comes in as far as progression. But as far as like gameplay and gears, I think for the most part, most characters are going to be easy to access, but getting them really strong to be able to do the best stuff you can, that's going to be the stuff that's either going to take time, a little bit of luck, or a ton of money. In general, that's kind of these kind of games.
So we've had a lot of info back in March, May, April, started getting a little more towards this. We got this screenshot of Green Goblin back on the 30th of October. January 1st, the revolution begins, and then we started getting a bunch of these character announcement. Storm, available at launch. There she is, available at launch. That was the first one that we saw. We also recently, February 25th, we got Iron Man, Word of Iron Man coming as a playable character. And who else? Black Widow. We got Word of Black Widow as well, coming as a launch character. And we got this trailer. We got Star-Lord just now, just as before we started recording. Star-Lord playable at launch. What other characters are you hoping for or expecting from this game at launch, based on what we've seen from some trailers so far?
Oh, scroll up. You'll see.
All of these. Captain America, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, in addition to everyone we saw.
There is no world where we're not getting Spider-Man available at launch.
At launch, okay.
That can't...
Because he wasn't available in the Avengers PC game.
Oh, he's still not available, and guess where that game is? Yeah, no, like Spider-Man is definitely going to be Captain America, and I think you're going to see like maybe like 4, 5, 6 characters that like you load in and you just have, and then maybe within the first couple of weeks of the game, you're going to see access to. And now keep in mind, most games like these have alphas, betas, and then soft launches, which like people generally refer to as beta, but not really. The soft launch is when anybody can play, but it's not available in the store yet. You have to like know somebody kind of thing, like an invite only. So that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in this game relatively early, as fast as I can, because I know people, and you will too, because you know me and I know people. So we're going to have access to some stuff early, and I would imagine that they're going to do some fine tuning, some passes. They might even give a little bit more, much like games like Marvel Strike Force did, where hey, these are the characters that are available. Try have fun, and then when it goes live, you'll notice that maybe they'll make a change. This guy's really good, so we'll make him a little bit harder. This guy's not as good, so maybe we'll make him here. They're going to fine tune what they have to do. So I imagine we're going to see probably within the first week, probably a 1 character a month release cycle. Maybe content will come every quarter, some new thing that you can do. But much like with many mobile games, everyone starts playing. The honeymoon phase starts, and they got to carry that honeymoon phase into the point where it's like, okay, I've done all the things. What do I do now? Kind of thing. Yeah. So interesting.
Nice. So as far as release date, as far as timing of this alpha, beta, and then this soft launch, where are you hearing this is in right now? Or is it in a beta? Is it an alpha? Because we're seeing their presence pick up on social media.
So I don't know how well you speak Korean, but some of the commentary I'm seeing, and I'll just kind of hold this up so you can see. I don't know how well you can read Korean or anybody, but and that didn't even look very good on this camera either. So there are some people who are currently in alpha.
Okay.
To play testing through parts of the game, and it's very unfinished. Like the graphics aren't perfect. Okay. They don't have things exactly where they are. So there are people who are talking about, expectations. There are people who are talking about what they've seen so far. I suspect that we're going to see probably a global launch sometimes around Q3 of this year.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to have a beta that long. Most games actually don't. Most games have a closed beta / invite only for maybe about 3 to 6 months. So I'm actually expecting, especially because they're really ramping up what they're posting about now, there's no reason for them to be posting, hey, this character is going to be available at launch, if they don't plan on launching this game for another 6 months. But they are going to have some gameplay footage, some hype. You're probably going to see some content creators who got in on early access, or maybe somebody who happens to know Netmarble very well, do some stuff on this early. But yeah, I think that access to this game is going to be within the next 6 months. But I think that some people are going to be able to start playing this game a little bit earlier, probably maybe within the next month or two, if I had to guess. I hope.
Gotcha. So I'm looking forward to this game. Thank you for sharing all this information with us, Tony. I know I'm going to be starting to play this as soon as possible. I know you will as well. So look for more info on this channel and your channel as well. Tell everyone where you can find you, my friend.
You can find me in Valley's bathroom. I'm homeless, and he let me live there.
That's a secret. Anyway, he's also on the internet. Links are going to be down below. Check him out, guys. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you're hyped as I am about Future Rev, guys. And I will see you guys next time. Tony, before you go, give me that Hulk fist bump, baby. Oh, there it is. Valley and Tony out. Have a great day, guys.